Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is Flosstube number 69. It is March 8th, 2022. I want to thank all of my new subscribers and thank you for joining me. If you don't already subscribe, words already, hit the like and subscribe button and welcome. Today is my husband and I's 25th wedding anniversary. So 25 years ago, he decided he was going to put up with me. So today I'm going to have a giveaway of 25 charts. It is going to be only open to the US just because the sheer volume of charts to get that out. But stay tuned because I'll have that giveaway. And I do have my giveaway winner. I'm going to do that really quick right up front from last time. We had the gnome house with all the rooms and from Bent Creek, and Shelly Couch is the winner. So Shelly, I will have my email in the comments down below. You can also direct message me on Instagram. Either of those two places is a good way to get a hold of me. So congratulations, Shelly. Stay tuned, I will have the giveaways in a little bit for this week. Okay, so let's jump into what have I been doing. We have been busy. My son is building his house, so everybody's kind of helping him in various times. Maybe it's just I have to go up to the shop to meet the delivery guys so they can deliver his refrigerator. My husband has been helping put up trim. He's kind of been helping just scheduling stuff for him. He's just helped all over. The boys helped put up his mezzanine area that he has. So just different things. So anyhow, that's going on. That's kept us busy. We also had another bout of the stomach bug. So about a month ago, my youngest got it. About 2 weeks ago, my oldest got it. And this past week, my husband got it. So it is going around in our area extremely fast. Matter of fact, the day he went out to eat, we went out to eat for lunch, like one of the first days he felt good enough to go out and to eat again and everything was okay. We were sitting at lunch and two of the guys, it's kind of like a local lunch place, and two of the guys he knows, they had all had it that past week. So they probably all got it from eating lunch together. So yeah, they had all had it in the past week. It's just going around. I have a friend who teaches and she said she has seen it go around her classroom. Yeah, so nice little stomach bug. So I am puppy sitting. That is my son's dog, Moose. So they still live here until his house is completed. And probably he has a move-in goal for April 1st. So they think they can make it. The holdup now is countertops, measuring and ordering them because the cabinets are all in. Final plumbing and maybe final electrical. I'm not 100%. I know today they're putting carpet upstairs. He still has like the steps to do, but he's cutting the wood for that himself. He has done like a raw cedar trim, so he's been doing all the cedar around. He's framed out the doors and all cedar. So a lot of the stuff he's done himself. So yeah, so they should be moved out by April 1st, which will be very exciting because two of our children share a room, and it'll be nice that they can separate and have their own rooms. And so they're very excited for the brother to move out as well. That sounds really mean, but he literally is moving to our farm, which is a half mile from my house. So he's not moving far, and I know exactly where he's at. So not mean at all, but today he had some errands to do this morning, some work to get done before he met the carpet guys this afternoon. And he asked me if I'd watch Moose. So you might see him walk by. Moose is a Springer Spaniel. He is 8 or 9 months now. So everybody loves him. He's so sweet. I say this, and he took something off my decorated shelves right here, and I found him half chewed one of my wood decorations, and I was like, it's okay, it's okay. He did not know that he wasn't supposed to do that, even though I've told him those are no-nos. Okay, so let's get to what I've fully finished. So my first fully finish is from Spring Gathering from Scattered Seed Samplers. And it is this pattern here. And I did the companion piece, which I will show you in just a minute, last year. So I finished her this year. I say her because she has a pink bow on. So, here is my card. Oh, okay, so I used the same material that I used last year, but I'm not sure. It's Picture This Plus, 14 count. I'm not sure what the colorway was because I didn't write it down this year, although I stuck the other half in my bag, so I'd be sure to use it. So let me just show them both together. This is the one I did last year, and I turned his little pipe into a bubble pipe. So here are the two, and this is literally how they sit on my stand, looking at each other. So I love the basket. I love how it's charted. Let me move my finger out of the way so you can see it. I love how it's charted. Like, it just looks so nice. These are pretty simple patterns, pretty easy. They go pretty quick, but I really, really like them. They're really cute. So they sit up there together on the shelf. Now, normally when I do a finish and I'm going to do a companion piece, I normally do the same backing fabric. I could not find this backing fabric in my stash. I'm not sure if I used it all. So I used this backing fabric. And there's a hair on there. But I think it matches. There is my label. And this backing fabric, I think they work together just fine. Definitely was important to me that the front fabrics matched. So I normally, when I do 2 companion pieces or 3, and I want to use the same material, I generally either put that material in a plastic bag, or sometimes I even stick it in the project bag. If I know I'm not going to get to it this year, I stick it in the project bag. I stuck all of the threads in the project bag for both patterns since I had completed one, and I just put it back on the shelf. I didn't technically start it, so it wasn't a whip, but it was all ready to go, all kitted up to do the second one this year. So that was from Scattered Seeds, and I really liked those. Those are really, really pretty. They're not overly pastel. I'm sorry, Moose is taking a drink, and he's a really loud drinker. They're not overly pastel, which is the problem I always have with Easter. So, all right, that's the first one that I fully finished. It is so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like I say something and then he like does it more, and I'm like, seriously? I'm trying to find the pattern. I might not have brought the pattern in here with me, but it's a finish, so you don't necessarily have to have the pattern to see it, because, oh, here it is. Okay, so the next finish that I have is Lucky from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I have the PDF, and here is my finish. Oh, Lord, I'm trying not to bump the camera too much. Hold on, let me see if I wrote down. Well, I didn't even bring that card in here with me. This is my finish. So I showed this finish before. I think this was the scrap of Picture This Plus Da Vinci, I think, that I used. So I used like a purpley fabric. I also changed the yellow that was called for to gold Petite Treasure Braid. So it has some sparkle. So I finished this with some ribbon on the side, but I also entwined some sequins in there. So I have this sequence, here's the back and my label. I have some sequence that is like a ribbon, like on a string, and I simply, as I roused the ribbon, I grabbed some of the sequins and stuck it in, like sewed it in there. Sorry, words today, I'm so sorry. So it gave me a little bit of bling on the side. So I really like how this turned out. I love Frosted Pumpkin. They have their new stitch along. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Under the Sea. And I have signed up for that. I don't know if I'm going to actually start it right now or if I'll just wait till all the parts will come out and then start it. I signed up for Maple Lane, I think is what it was called. And I knew I wasn't going to start it, but it is on my fall starts. So that is one that I want to do for the fall. My goal for the fall stitching is to do more just fall, which is going to be super, super hard because I love to stitch Halloween. I'm not going to say that I'm not stitching any Halloween because I know already I have a couple Halloween already that I want to do, but I need some more pieces that work from fall into Thanksgiving that I can leave out because I feel like I put up my Halloween and then everything's kind of bare. So I really want to boost that up this year. Maple Lane is one that I really want to do. So yeah, that was random, but okay. All right, the next one is Surrender Peter, and this is a Prairie Moon pattern. I actually have it in my giveaways. So you saw the finish on this, and now I fully finished it. I just made this into a little pillow, and I didn't put any trim on it because I just really liked how it turned out without trim. Here's my backing fabric, some of that little dotted fabric. Here is my label. This label did not have the year, so I stuck my year charm on the back. But I just like that he's stealing the carrots and the farmer's running after him. And it's Easter without pastels. So not that I don't like any pastels, but I liked the colors, the colorway on that. So now the next one that I fully finished, and I did not bring that information here, but I will link it down below. This is a pattern off of Etsy. My sister stitched this. So it is the rainbow, and it's a colorway rainbow. It's very, very pretty. Here's the backing fabric. Here's her label. Now she did not have iron-on labels, so they were sew-on label that she gave me for this one. I like the iron-on better. That's the first sew-on one that I've had. I just had to make sure I put it up enough. I just like the iron-on because the iron-on, when I flip the pillow and the two pieces are there and I'm fixing to sew it, you know, stuff it and sew it together, right when I iron it before I stuff it, I put my iron-on label. So I know exactly where it's gonna go. Where the sew-on label, I had to sew it to the back of the fabric before I assembled the pillow. That's not a big deal, but if you're a beginner sewer like I am, putting it on when it's all together and knowing exactly where it was going is easier than doing it before. And I know that sounds silly, but those kind of things are what gets in my mind. I'm like, oh, did I? Yeah. So I like the iron-on better. I get iron-on labels on Etsy. I do the, now that I say it, I think they're 3-second iron-on or 15-second iron-on, and I go the lower one. Whichever one is the lower one, because it doesn't need to be super, super durable because I'm not washing it. I'm literally putting on a decorative pillow that will never be washed. So I get the lowest iron-on that you can, and then I iron it on. And I've never had any problems. One of the places that I get a lot of my labels is Ever Emblem on Etsy. And I have linked them down numerous times. I will try to remember to link them again. I've had no problems at all. They send you a proof. You can, a lot of their labels, you can put whatever you want to. So you can put the year, you can not put the year. And I really like that. So this was her, her finish from an Etsy. I will link it below. It is on 22 count white Aida. Very, very pretty. I did a fuzzy trim on the edge. Now I actually called her after I finished the Lucky one and asked her if she wanted me to pull it off and put that trim on there. The problem being is the green in here is, that's more of a Kelly green on the Lucky, where this is more of a true green, and they didn't quite match. And then the ribbon doesn't match the back perfectly on mine. So when I picked this ribbon initially, we put a bunch, I was FaceTiming her and putting a bunch of ribbon up, and we decided on the fluffy ribbon because to me it was like clouds, and that's where you'd see the rainbow. And so I liked that. So I still like it. I think it's really cute. So that's her, one of her finishes. I'm doing 5 finishes for her birthday that she doesn't have to help me at all. That's the first one. I have 4 more. They're Halloween ones, so I'm going to try to work them in. She's having some major home repairs done right now. They're tearing the hardwoods out in their house. They had a backup in the pipe, and there was water damage, and so they've had to rip drywall out. They're expanding a closet. Since you're going to rip drywall out, you might as well expand the closet, and they're pulling up all hardwoods all on our downstairs level. So getting these done is not super important right now to her because she has to store them. So I have them, they're here, they're not getting dusty, they're not getting dirty, and I'm going to finish them as I finish things coming up. But I will have it done in time for her for Halloween, because that's my goal. But, you know, there you go. Okay, I have some other finishes, but let's do our giveaway since I have so many to do. Okay. Once again, this is 25 giveaways for, I'm so sorry, for our 25th anniversary. And you are simply going to put down the number. Remember, you have to be in the United States mailing address, and you will just put the numeric number of the chart. You can put all of them, one of them, 20 of them, it doesn't matter. I will use random comment generator to pick the, I'm just putting in the number and it picks the comment, and that's how you win. So the first one is Seashell Silhouette from Imaginating. And that's a cute one for the summer. You're gonna put number 1. Number 2 is Prairie Schooler Barnyard Cats. Now, this is one of the reprints. It is in the cellophane. It is not cardstock, but still a Prairie Schooler chart, Barnyard Cats. Put number 2. Number 3 is Blackbird Designs, A Wish for You. Number 3. Number 4 is a Long Dog Sampler, Life After Death. Whoops, holding up 2. So Life After Death is number 4, if you are a Long Dog Sampler fan. Number 5 is from My Big Toe. It is Hens and Chicks. Really cute for anybody that likes farm barnyard stuff. Number 6 is Elizabeth Jane from Blackbird Designs. That's number 6, Blackbird Designs. Number 7 is another Long Dog, Leo Rising. And that is number 7. Number 8 is from Paradise Stitchery, Every Day is a Gift. And I really like that. That would make a really cute little pillow. Number 8. Number 9, 10, and 11 are from Judy from JBW Designs. She donated some of these charts, and I wanted to include some of these in this giveaway. This is Kitties in the Round. That is number 9. Thank you, Judy, for your gift of donation. That is so nice. I love JBW Designs. Rose Motif Sampler. This is a really sweet sampler. That is so cute. That is number 10. Number 11 is French Country Hot Air Balloon, number 11. And that would make a sweet little spring stand up, or just a regular pillow. Really cute. Number 12 is Prairie Moon Surrender Peter. That was the chart I just did. That's number 12. I make working copies from all my charts, so generally my charts are very clean, almost brand new. I've made a copy of it and then thrown my copy away when I was done stitching it. So the chart is good. This one is from Carriage House Sampling, Frank Turd 1 Sampler. Frank Turd, I can never say that. Anyhow, if you want that, that's number 13. Number 14 is, I think it's just called America Matters. And it does have the charms with this one. Those would be really cute for any Americana display. This is Manny Di Donna, and this is Life, Liberty, and Happiness. Really good for the 4th of July. This is number 15. Number 16 is Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt of Be In My Bonnet. Number 16. This was donated by another viewer. She sent me some charts. And this is If You Have a Lab, Designs by Lisa. This is so sweet. So if you have a lab, you could change the color of the lab too. If you had a chocolate or a blonde lab. That's number 17. Number 18 is Madame Chinchilli, and this is Save the Bees. Perfect for the summer. That's 18. Number 19 is Liberty, the House, Let Freedom Ring from Bent Creek. This one supposedly has all of the patterns with it. And this one does come with the charms. Number 19. Number 20 is Chicken Coop from Thistles. Number 21 is Spring Hair from La Di Da. That's number 21. Number 22 is March Snapshot from Pine Mountain. And Pine Mountain has a new club. I can't see where to sign up for it, but new charts. They're on the Hilltop or something on Fat Quarter Shop. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I have ordered them. Can't wait to get them. Anyhow, that's 22. No. Franzi 1870 is from Reflex del Sol. And that's number 23. Number 24 is Bloom Where You're Planted from Lindy Stitches, number 24. And number 25 is Out There from Ink Circles. So lots of good charts. Just put the number, remember you have to be US. All right, let's get back to my whips. All right. So I'll do my finishes first. So this was one that I had in my whips, and it's ABC Tapestry. And I had started it with the idea that I was going to do my last name, and I was going to do it horizontally. What I decided was I wasn't like super crazy about the colors that I picked, and so I didn't want to do my last name right now. So I figured since I started the M, I would finish the M, and I'll make this into a little pillow. So I like it, but I think next time I would choose like a bolder color. This was a pack of Aurifil thread, I believe, that I got from Fat Quarter Shop, and I had used it, and they were all going to be different colors, and then I just decided I didn't like that idea, so I just finished this. This is on 25 count Mushroom Lugana. So this was an old whip, got it out of my pile, finished it up. I will finish that into a pillow. I'm glad to have it done. Okay, the next one is from the work basket, Quaker Rooster. And I did just the rooster. I did this on 18 count. Oh, I did not iron. I'm so sorry. That's awful. 18 count vintage country mocha, and I used the color and cotton Merlot for the floss. Gosh, it's sunny and then it's going dark. Like we're supposed to have some rain, and so it's blowing out my colors. So I finished him. My next finish was from Carrots and Cottontail Farm Hands-on Design. And I did the big piece over here. Now I wanted to do all 3 pieces. Here's what I figured out. For me to do fall stitching, I start Christmas stitching in July. From July through December-ish, I stitch Christmas. To get that going, I needed to back up and do fall in June and May. So it didn't dawn on me that I needed to go ahead and move on from my spring stitching, or I wouldn't get to summer stitching and I wouldn't get to fall stitching. So I kind of cut myself short. I didn't have enough time to finish the other 2. I have all the floss and the fabric in my project bag, and I will pull it back out next year and finish the other 2. So this, I did do an adjustment and I did not iron. So here is my finish. It is on 20 count Cosmos from Bestitch Me, which is like, it's not solely black and it's not chalkboard. You can see it a little bit up here. It's kind of a bluish, but it's dark. So I left the bottom border off. I wanted this to be small, which is why I did it on 20 count. It's teeny, teeny, tiny. I love how it turned out. Now I left, oh Lord. Moose, come here. Come here. Okay, good job. You told me something's there. Come here. He is so loud and he sounds so vicious, and he's a big baby. So if like something like came in, he would like run, I think. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he stands his ground, but he's still such a puppy. So I left this tulip set off and the chickens with the carrots. So it did make it slightly smaller, but I really, really liked how it turned out. I like the colors. I do think it's a little pastel-y for me, which I was surprised that I liked. I think it made it good because it was on the dark. So I really liked that. There's a lot of detail in here that you don't realize as you're stitching. Like there's a little bird in the tree. Where's he at? Right there. There's a little bunny on the truck. You just miss all of the details. Oh my goodness. Maybe Amazon is here, or it could be like a leaf. I'm not sure which one. Okay, so I will finish the other 2 next year. All right, my last whip is, no, I have 2 more whips that I worked on. So this one I worked on just a little bit, but you guys haven't seen this in a long time. This is a very old whip. I started this in 2019. My goal is to get this done this year, but we'll see. It is Rust in Peace. Excuse the like ratty looking chart. It is because it has been in the bag since 2019 and I've moved this chart all over the place. So it is from Twin Peak Primitives, and it has the goats on the truck, which I loved because my husband had goats when I first met him. And we have lots of goat adventure stories, but that's why I liked the pattern. And I worked a little bit more on it since the last time you saw it. I have a random needle laying, so let me. So I'm working on the tombstone that says "Rust in Peace." This is an incredibly large piece of fabric. I have no idea why I made it this large. I don't know, because the truck is going to come in here. Like it doesn't need to be that big. Anyhow, I put some more stitches in that, and I'm going to try to keep working on that to get that done, because it's a cute little farm one. I would love to have it up with my display. Had I started it now, I probably would have done it on an 18 count, but that's okay. I'll finish what I have. All right, the last whip that I have is Country Fair from Twin Peak Primitives. And this is for my farm display for this summer. I am going to try, as summer stitching, I'm trying to stitch farm, bees, and Americana. So I'm kind of rotating between them. And sorry, the sun's coming back out again. And so this was a farm one that I picked. I had a hard time starting this. I started this on 2 different fabrics. I was trying to do it on 18. I was trying to do it on 20 count. And the fabric that I picked, the white just disappeared on it. And it has so much white that I just felt like I couldn't have the white disappear. So then I was gonna stitch the white in 2 strands and stitch everything else in 1 strand, because I like 1 strand on 18 count, 1 strand on 20 count. But like I had stitched the flag up here and I didn't like how crowded it looked with the 2 strands. So I ended up getting into my stash and I found a piece. It is 14 count Country Golden Needle. I don't know where I got this. The golden needle part sounds really strange. It looks like khaki to me. Anyhow, there's my start. And I definitely like the way the white shows up on this. So I was much happier with that, because I just felt like that white just couldn't disappear into it. You really need to be able to see it. So that's what I've been up to stitching. Now, last time I talked about the Baby Yoda Christmas stocking and I showed my progress. After that, I counted it out and I had orientated my project the wrong way. Not landscaping horizontal, but like I shifted it over the wrong way. It should have been shifted one way so that the stocking could curve, and I did it the wrong way. And so when I counted it out, I would have had less than 1 inch to finish my stocking. Because these stockings, I really want the kids to have them for years to come. I actually would like these stockings at my house, and then maybe possibly doing them stockings to go to their house eventually. Now, only one is moving out, so like, you know, that's a non-issue at this point. But I really wanted these stockings to be special. So the 1 inch, less than 1 inch to finish it, just didn't give me a lot of room. And I know some people say you can absolutely cut it and sew it with 1 inch, even if you use a 1/2 inch inseam, which is a big inseam. But to me, that was cutting it too close, and I didn't want to do that. So the good news is, by the time I am done with stockings, I'm going to be a pro at it. The bad news is I had way too much of that stocking to pull it out, and I had way too much of it done to throw it away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the top part of his stocking and make it into a little pillow for him. So it'll have the Grinch hand holding the baby Yoda in his little holder, but I'm not doing the village. The village part is the part that curves down, so I won't do the village part. I will finish that for him during Christmas stitching, and that will be his piece. I am not gonna make it into a stocking, and he's also been wavering about some other designs. So once he picks out his design, I will stitch him up a stocking. I have, my youngest has his picked out, is what he says. My middle has not. So when I get to do the stockings, I will be a pro by the time I'm done. I'm also going to leave huge, huge, huge borders, and then it'll be a non-issue. Okay, I have a little bit of haul, but my haul is mainly stash unload. I'm obsessed with stash unload, and I've gotten some really good pieces. So I got this 4th of July Americana frame and also this heart frame. And they were really, really inexpensive. And I figured they would be great for finishing stuff. And I liked that they were kind of old school. They'll make a really cute finish. I got trimmings too from the Cricut collection. I liked this Halloween house down here. I got a School of Needlework from Little House Needleworks. This is my Heart's Garden, what is the name? Mrs. C. I had never seen this one before, but I think it's really cute. I love little Mrs. Claus patterns. So this one was Christmas time. It is a Jean Farish Needleworks book, and the stocking is like a cut through. I think it's a poor picture on the front. I think it's washed out on the front, but it's really, really cute. So I got that. I got a Lizzie Kate one that is, what is the name? Two Shall Be as One. A little wedding sampler. This Lizzie Kate I had never seen before. It's My Secret Garden. And all of these were like charity charts that you, part of donation went. So maybe that's why I didn't see them regularly. But I'd never seen that one. I got Leaf from Bent Creek. So that's my stash unload. Now, I finally bought the designs. I don't want to show you the actual chart. This is from Lucky Star Stitches, and this is, it doesn't have a name. It just says Happy Birthday Cross Stitch. They're on Etsy. So I told y'all before I want to do the happy birthday. I want to do a couple pillows that say happy birthday and then do everybody's name. And so when it's their birthday, I can put all of those in a small dough bowl on my table. And that would just be like really cute to celebrate. Happy birthday song. This is Cordy Lion Stitch. They're on Etsy. And there's the little birthday song. I like that. They are on Etsy as well. And let's see. Hold on. There's another pattern, birthday pattern that I bought. And I don't, oh, here it is. Lucy Heaton Cross Stitch Designs Elephant Birthday Cards. Now I'm going to break these up and do them as 4 separate ones or do just a couple of them. But I thought that would be really cute to put with the other birthday. I will change the colors of the other 2 to match this one. But I thought they were super cute. The little elephant having a party. So I'm going to try to work these into some stitching so that I can get those done and then start on the kids' names. I have a couple of alphabet designs from Mama Stitchin', and she has like a camo alphabet, a chevron alphabet, and then a plaid alphabet, which I've done my kids' names for Christmas ornaments before. All right, I did get a little bit of an order. I ordered 2 charts from 123 Stitch. Carrot Cake from Stitching with the Housewives. I had to get this one, even though I don't have time to stitch it because I ran out. I am on to summer stitching, so this will go next year. I did the gingerbread cookies pattern for Christmas, so I really like these like little recipe charts. I made mine into pillows, but I'm honestly considering doing them as like charts to be framed and put in a kitchen because I like the idea of having them in a kitchen. They wouldn't fit in this kitchen. So I'm going to hold on to my charts that if I ever want to stitch them again to make them into that, I'll have them. And then this one I thought was so pretty, Built on Love, and it is from Silver Creek Samplers, and it says, and so together they built a life they loved. And you put their initials and the wedding date. And I just thought that was really, really pretty. And you could change those colors however you wanted to. Okay, my next haul is from Bestitch Me. So I placed an order a while ago to get some 20 count fabric. I think some of these, well, I'll have to look, 22 count mostly. Because some of these bigger charts, I like to make them into pillows for my display. I have my shelf up here. You can see a little bit of my wedding people standing up. I still have that up. Tomorrow I'll have to take it down. But, and I have to put back my spring stuff up here and my St. Patty's up here. But I like this smaller count fabric because I could do bigger charts and still make them into pillows. So I ordered some stuff from her. Unless they don't show up out, I'm not going to take them out of the pack. Well, I can. It's really crinkly though. We'll see. So they're all from Bestitch Me. If you place an order with her, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get your order. I get her monthly club. So none of these were things that I had to have right away. And I don't think that that's that long. Trust me, I've waited over a year for some Picture This Plus fabric. So 4 to 6 weeks, not a big deal. Her fabric is fantastic. So if you've never tried Bestitch Me, go check her out. This is 22 count Muddy Puddle. I would say for the people who are a murky fan, this is a lighter version of murky, almost like a taupey murky, instead of where I think murky is a tan. But this is a nice substitute if you kind of like that grungy look. Muddy Puddle from her is a nice option. This is Patriotic, 22 count. This looks like Picture This Plus. Oh, what is it? Heroic. That's what that reminds me of. So I like that. This is 22 count Wicked. Very, very pretty. 22 count Undying. .22 count Cobbler. This is 22 count Mocha. That's not super variegated, but it's a good light color to do stuff on. Winter Blues, 22 count. This is Artemis, 22 count. Trying to find where it said it. The Howling, 22 count. That is wonderful. I love that. Oat, 22 count. Once again, a good neutral. Not Another Sampler, 22 count. This is one of my favorites. I'm pretty sure I have this in every count fabric now. Love this. This is a really good neutral. It does have some variegation. Let me see if I can get the plastic off easily. But it's not a lot. It's very, very mild. Gosh, lighting is bad. There it goes. A little bit of modeling, but not much. Bronze Age, 22 count. Storm, another 22 count. I've had this piece in other colors. It's a very good one too. Any of the Stitching Housewives looks good on this because it's kind of like a chalkboard as well. Although she has a dirty chalkboard. I might have ordered it. Yep, here's dirty chalkboard. Let me get these out of the package. So in case you ever wondered, when I order fabric, as you can see, I go down and I have a, sorry, I'm shaking the thing. I have a dollar amount that I want to spend. And I buy fabric on that dollar amount. I very rarely buy fabric for a specific project. So it's nice to be able to see it from somebody else. And let me tell you, if you ever wanted to stitch on 22 count, her 22 count is so soft. Hers is my favorite. Be Stitch Me has the best 22 count. All right, so this is Dirty Chalkboard. This is Storm. So you can see the difference. This is slightly more gray, although in person, I think they're more bluish than they're showing up. I think they're showing a little more gray. I think they have slightly more blue to them. So those are the two differences in that. But I am so happy I got all this 22 count because it's just awesome. This is Garden Party Camo, which I have in Lugana, and I'm doing the Prairie Schooler Noah's Ark on, and I loved it. So I had to get it in 22 count. And this is Vanilla Latte, 22 count. So yeah, hers is one of my favorite 22 counts. Just, I love how it feels. Okay, so that is all of my haul that I've had. I've actually been trying to be good. That order was a while ago. I've been trying to be good and not order a bunch of charts. Market, there are several that I am liking. I don't know when I'm going to order them because unless I could order them to stitch them relatively soon, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to try, but there are a couple that I really want to get. I am stitching summer in March and April, and then I will move to fall stitching in May and June. And then I'm going to full on Christmas. My dishwasher's done. Full on Christmas stitching in July. Same thing that I did last year. So I have categories. This year I was actually going to do beach and farm for summer because I have different shells. I can kind of put different themes. This is one of my stands. I have another one in my foyer. I have another stand that I generally don't have enough to put it out, but I would like to put it out eventually. So that would give me even more space to decorate. So I kind of like to keep bumping up. Like I'd like to do one bee pattern this year at least. I'd like to do at least, I have a couple Americana patterns that I really want to do. But I wanted to add farm. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to add anything beach, but I might start the Frosted Pumpkin new stitch along because it's all beachy. And so I might start that and just keep up with that and have, that'll be one for next year. So, because it won't be released, it's a stitch along. It won't be released by the time I'm done stitching. So anyhow, that is what I've been up to doing. I am going to continue to stitch summer, and enjoy that. Now my dryer is done outside in the garage. I have all these bells going off. I have dogs barking. It's chaos today. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to keep to my schedule. It was really hard to stop stitching spring because I felt like I don't have tons and I really wanted more. So next year, I think I'm going to only do like one St. Patty's Day, which I really only did one this year. And I'm going to move on. I'm going to, keep adding just a little bit, maybe one Valentine's Day pattern, move on. So I can have a little bit more time for spring stitching this year. So we'll see. Okay. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.